Okay, before we get started, be sure that you have the correct performance controller for the car you're working on with the correct program installed. Also, you want to be sure you've been given the controller that has the 4 zip tie block attachment points on the back. Okay, to get started here, the first thing we're going to do is remove 2 plastic covers from the engine compartment. This large one on top of the engine itself, and this small one over here on the passenger side up near the firewall. To remove the first one, it just pops off of its little snaps and comes right off the car very easily like that. The small one up here by the firewall, we first want to unhook our windshield washer squirter hose. Then there's a little lock here. We turn a quarter of a turn and it lifts up and just unclips off the back. The first thing we're going to do is mount the performance controller to the car. It's going to mount to this crossbar that you can get to now that you've removed this small plastic cover. First thing you want to do is take one of the zip ties that came with the controller and slide it between the gap here, between the brace and this piece of trim here. I'm going to slide the zip tie down through there and then feed it through the zip tie blocks on the back of the controller, like that. Hook the zip tie up, but don't tighten it yet. Take a second one and you're going to do the same thing through the slot and through the blocks on the controller. Hook these up, pull the box, tight against the bottom of the brace, and tighten the zip ties. Like that. Next we're going to start making our wiring harness connections. And we're going to start with the large plug that goes into the controller itself. You'll notice that the plug comes already supplied with a bypass plug installed into it. This allows you to bypass the controller without having to disconnect the wiring harness from the car. To take this out, we're going to unslide the clip like that. That pops the thing free. We'll pull that out. We don't need that. We're going to take that and put it on the end plug of the performance controller and simply press the clip in. It'll draw the plug into the box like that. Once we've done that, you want to pull up this small piece of plastic right here, just a little bit, and feed the 3 pigtails from the harness underneath it, and they'll lay nice and flat right under that. Then pop it back down over the other piece of trim, and it should look something like that. Okay, next we want to start making the sensor connections on the engine itself. You'll notice that the harness has 3 pigtails, and they are labeled A, B, and C. A and B are going to be map sensor connections, and C is going to be a cam sensor connection. The first thing we want to do on this car is to run all 3 of these harnesses under this small vent line that runs from the valve cover. This is going to make the big plastic cover on top of the engine fit better when we're all done. So you do that by just taking these and feeding each one of them under the line like that. Okay, once you've run all 3 of the pigtails under the vent line, we're going to start by making our first connection, and we're going to use pigtail lettered A. If I can get these out of the way. Pigtail A is going to connect to this map sensor right here, which is located on the intake tube just in front of the throttle body. We'll start by disconnecting the factory plug from the sensor. We do that like we do with all the plugs by unclipping the little lock and squeezing the lock and popping the plug off the sensor. This plug that we just popped off will then plug into the female portion of the harness, like that. The male plug on the harness plugs into the sensor where the stock plug used to go. Just like that. Once you get them plugged, you can set these little lock tabs back in. One on the harness plug and one on the stock plug. Next, we're going to connect the pigtail labeled B to the second map sensor. That map sensor is located right here on top of the intake manifold, about centered in the engine. The connection method is exactly the same as it was on the other sensor. We're just going to unclip the lock like that. Squeeze the lock and push the plug off. Again, the plug gets plugged into the harness, and the new harness plug gets plugged into the sensor, which sounds easier than it is in this case. Like that. Set the lock on the plug and set the lock on the other plug. Okay, our final connection is Pigtail letter C, and it's going to connect to this cam sensor, which is right here on the front of the valve cover on the top of the engine. Again, the connection method is exactly the same. We undo the clip, squeeze the clip, and pop the plug off. This is going to be a tough one, so we're going to just go right behind it with our clip to help us. And pop it right off. And again, it plugs into the harness like that. Set the lock and put the harness plug where the stock plug used to go onto the sensor. Right, like the other way around, like that. And you're done with all your sensor connections. All right, once you've made all your harness connections, you can use a few of the included zip ties to tie things together and tie things down on top of the engine here. Make sure you tuck the harnesses all into these little cavities where you can, and make sure they're tied up on the front of the engine to make sure they can't get tangled up in anything. Once you've done that, we can reinstall our engine cover and our small cover that goes there on the passenger side at the firewall, and then you'll be done.